What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Apothecary Diaries, this time of season 2, episode 2. Super excited for this one. I love the first episode. It was quite a warm welcome back, nothing too kind of complex or anything. We did kind of adopt a cat at the end of the episode. I would have thought they would have got along better, Mau Mau and the cat, but I guess it kind of makes sense that they didn't actually get along too well. I've recently watched videos of like GoPro on a cat, and that cat just seemed to just chase other cats just for unknown reasons and be a menace. So yeah, I don't actually think cats get along too well, do they? I don't think cats get along very well with anyone. Yeah, they are still absolutely loved. I'm warming up to cats as I'm watching more anime, but yeah, besides the point. Again, did really like last episode. Saw lots of that cutie, didn't we? Gyokyo, I think her name is. Gyoko's daughter. Hoping nothing bad happens to her, but yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. So I don't think we've seen that kid before, have we? It kind of looks like maybe a young Jinchi. We saw that woman at the end of last episode, didn't we? Oh, there's two of them. I wonder if we'll be continuing that today. Saw a little bit of that last week as well, didn't we? The I forget her name, but the cute one in the middle there, learning how to write because of the whole book situation. Which is quite ingenious, actually. Setting all that up. Some new outfits. See that a lot nowadays, don't you? But it's been a thing throughout history, from ages ago, stuff like that. But see it like I think as time goes on, it kind of ramps up in pace. Things go out of fashion sooner, and then things come back into fashion after like a certain amount of time. Interesting how that whole kind of section works in like fashion, isn't it? Who decides when something's cool? And how does that become popular opinion? Interesting. Five. Where fun is scarce. I'm not actually sure she's joking. It's nice to see that this woman doing well. I think it wasn't too long ago she was yeah, we didn't see her quite ill. I think it's to do with like birth or something. Again, it's been quite a while, so apologies. Woman doesn't look very oh god. Look at that. Look at that expression. I'm not the most expressive person, as you guys can probably tell, so I'm again, it might sound sad, but I never even used to smile. I used to be so like embarrassed of my teeth and such. I only really ever learned to smile when I was in like my late teens. But yeah, never really made too many kind of faces. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? You would certainly expect during time periods like these for disease and such to be quite a big issue. I mean, you saw that with like the plague and such, when that was about. Was that ravaged the world's population? That's like where my mind goes to with like disease and such. But yeah, they've actually got a really good system here. It looks like. I did study the history of like medicine and such during high school. Again, I was never very good at it, but I always did find it very interesting. Probably why I enjoy the show quite a lot as well. That's the thing about the show. Like as I said, I was never very good at that, but I still find like this is one of my favorite shows that came out last year. Probably one of my favorite shows in general. And if you just told me like the premise, I probably would say I wouldn't like it that much. Just hearing someone like synopsize it, I should always like try things yourself. They do. They caught on quickly. This creature. last day discounts when they're trying to get rid of everything. So you think you're some kind of genius, man? Oh shit. I'm very glad we got a lot of her at the start of the season. Like that's the thing I mentioned at the start of last episode. I hope we do see more of her because we didn't get nearly enough towards the end of the first season. She's so adorable. Yeah. But imagine they've run into each other. Quite the literal name there. See, I like this guy. I mean, I think there was something about him in season one being a bit loose-lipped, something along those lines. So, but I think he's got he seems to have like a good heart. I imagine that's the blonde woman we see at the end of last episode. Both of them. Well, that's yeah. That guy proved my point about what I said a second ago, didn't he? I forget though. I think there was something else to him as well that I didn't like too much, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, that a cricket? I'm a fan of crickets. Yes, they can. I'm a big fan of a lot of insects. I really love little caterpillars. But yeah, I think Mau would absolutely love a lot of these insects with their like venoms and such. But yeah, I was always an insect kid. I'd always be in the during lunchtime at school. I'd always grab like a little stick or a branch or something and just dig up some mud, dig up around the bushes and look for insects and stuff. Sorry about that. I was just going on about my childhood there. And yeah, there was always I'd play football sometimes and do a little bit of sports with like majority of the kids sometimes, but most of the time I was just like off in a corner, collecting bugs and stuff. Crickets and the big grasshoppers. I think they were big old jumps. I used to love watching them jump away. They were always really cool. Yeah, I'd be collecting all sorts. But yeah, as I said, Mau would absolutely love insects because they are I think she'd be. I can't remember what the job is. It's not exactly just insects, but there's like people out there in the world that just like extract like venom from snakes and so on and so forth. They just like collect quite important uh liquids and so on from animals. I think Mama would quite enjoy that job and using those to make like anti venoms and such. But I'm always really interested when I see videos about like people that do that kind of business. So this is some ill woman. I'm not sure what she's doing exactly, but she's coughing an awful lot. How did that happen? Oh, I think I might be getting at what is going to happen here. Yeah. Some mischievous person going to be putting bad scents on clothing. And yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, that would be a pretty good way of like sabotaging someone, wouldn't it? And we see that a lot in this universe. We see that a lot in this universe. Very subtle ways of sabotaging. Very unique ways. This is exactly what I assumed the clothes Gyokyo got would be yeah, hampered with. Again, it's not exactly the most obvious thing to think about. As I said, I really like the interesting ways they attempt to do stuff like this in this universe. I mean, again, I imagine this has happened in the real world as well, at some point in history. But yeah, it's just creative, isn't it? Yeah. do enough of this subtle stuff, put enough of these bad smells and poison powders and such around, and inevitably they'll all add up and reach their goal of, fortunately, terrorizing pregnant and vulnerable women. Whoever's doing this, yeah, I can't wait to get our hands on them. I imagine during this time period, whatever punishment it would be very harsh. Yeah, you could also say it was a bunch of coincidences that led her to this outcome as well. But sometimes that's what some people call fate. And I guess fate would be exchanged for inevitability in that sentence. Yes, yes. I feel like that's quite interesting. Even nowadays, you get stuff like that where like doctors will give you pills and not really care too much about the side effects if the benefits solve your problem. Mr. Smooth. That's step too far. Step too far, unfortunately. Yeah, that kind of perfectly sums up how that went, honestly. The image of that, whatever that was in that glass. I don't know what was that, by the way. Something like flower or herb or something. What they were just talking about, but I forget what it was actually called, so my bad. Now, we really could use more Mau Maus, couldn't we? Like, if every one of these consorts had a Mau Mau. Fuck now. These episodes go by so quickly, it's a joke. But yeah. We need her to, like. I know I mentioned this a lot during the first season, but we need to, like, herald Mau Mau. We need her to, like. We need her to have her. She has her own role, don't get me wrong, but we really need to put that role higher up. I'm thinking about what they call pyramid schemes right now. We need a pyramid scheme for Mau Mau where she's at the top and she needs to teach the people below her, and they need to teach the people below them about a lot of this stuff. And it would make this place a lot safer. Like, I don't think it'd be a stretch to say, I mean, Mau Mau is definitely not one of the most important people considered. She's definitely not considered one of the most important people in this place, but she definitely is. It's a precious resource of knowledge. But yeah, the wheels are certainly turning from this episode, aren't they? Next episode. Some fungus, some mushrooms. Ooh, that look nasty. That was fungus. Damn. What the hell is that? Jesus. That is quite the fate. Is that the person, do you reckon, we saw earlier this episode who was coughing quite a bit? Oh, I want to go back to that scene now, actually. So I'm guessing these were... Okay, and now we know what these were. These were... I mean, maybe you guys could tell before. But this is the ill person. I imagine it might be that woman we just saw. This is her with the fragrances that harm pregnant women and women trying to conceive a baby and such. I imagine anyway. Oh God, what's happened here? Yeah. I mean, these look like kind of perfume bottles, don't they? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, the wheels are certainly kind of spinning now on what's going to be happening at the start of the season, at the very least. With again, my mind initially went to the clothes that Mao pointed out for Gyokyo. The fact that they got clothes for a pregnant woman, even though no one should know that she's. I wasn't even. I didn't even know she was pregnant right now, by the way. So apologies about that. But yeah, the clothes they got for her was a little bit sus that they didn't get like just normal clothes. They got the pregnant woman's clothes. So I was also my mind went straight to, oh, do you reckon they've actually put the fragrance on those clothes as well to try and like essentially assassinate the baby? That's what they're doing here. But yeah, quite ingenious, isn't it? Again, I always love the creativity in this series in general with its puzzles. I've always loved a mystery myself. In movies, in games, I love puzzle games like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, like really kind of like, especially in Silent Hill, you get really like niche puzzles, and puzzles that actually like take a lot of brain power to figure out. Again, you get that quite a bit in Resident Evil. They've dumbed it down quite a bit as the series has gone on, but yeah, I just love puzzle games. Not like your normal puzzle games, but puzzle games with a little bit like action and such involved in there as well, and strategy. So yeah, it goes without saying, I really like this kind of creativity with the ways that they tried to get around, like trying to be sneaky with things in this like time period. But yeah, another awesome episode. Let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comment section. Again, if you guys can help me with any bits, I definitely do feel like maybe I should have rewatched a bit more of season 1, because there are a few things that I just know are kind of eluding me a little bit. Like I said there with Gyoko, I didn't actually even realize that she's currently pregnant. And yeah, a little bit slightly confused about that situation, but hopefully it's no big deal. But again, if any of you guys can help me, that would be appreciated. Again, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 3.